Welcome back to another Bit Heroes video. Today we are talking about a lot of things, one of which is Bronsie. So this is the bait tank that you can get from the 4th portal in the Jammy expedition, and as suspected I got him while I wasn't paying attention. I got him while I was not filming, but I'll definitely take it. It's kind of had that vibe that I should come in and check my schematics and see if I got something, and there we go. Now this is Marmbo. Marmbo comes from the 1st portal, and Marmbo is hands down the best epic healer in the game, and here is why. She's got a 1 SP attack all enemies skill, which is great DPS, but also it's going to proc her effect, so she's got a 50% chance to heal and shield team when you hit an enemy. So if you combo those two together, that's going to be awesome. The damage bonus of 22.5% is also nice, so just pair her with some pumps that have damage, that have dual strike and that have empower chance, and then she'll be more than good to go. And of course, she's got a spread heal, so you're very happy there. With her stats, she's got a good amount of health, which is going to keep her nice and healthy when you're doing things like trials and gauntlets, and she's got a good mix between attack and with agility, so I'm very happy there. But Bronsie, I'm very happy to get him. He is a bait tank, and I'd say he's probably the number 2 epic tank in the game. Somebody else here, in case you have completely no luck in getting any of the epics, you could pick up one of the rare tanks here, so just an option, but you know, it is what it is. Now, the second order of business in today's video is to roll a legendary mount. So it's taken me a while, but I finally accrued the 1,000 mount gut materials that you need to craft this thing, and this is going to be the first legendary mount on this account. So when you do it, you go into your crafting tab, and these are the guys that you have the option from. So you can make any one of the 3s, and they can have any combination of stats. And so we've got Peach. Peach has a spread heal, which is pretty useful. And as far as stats, 4%, yay, 4% is perfect. So 4% is as high as you can go in the bonus stats, such as dual strike like we're seeing here. For a damage character, which my character is a DPS guy, dual strike or empower chance is optimal, and 4% is the max that you can get, so this is awesome. And then the other thing about a DPS character is that you can make any stat combination work. You just adjust your gear and your stats accordingly, and it's not a big deal. Whereas with a tank player, you want to make sure that you have the lowest agility possible so that you can maximize your attack stat and your stamina. So very happy with that. Now I cannot use him until I upgrade it because my +3 epic mount is going to have more total stats, but soon enough I'll be able to do that. Just make sure that you don't want to salvage your epic mount before you have enough points or before you have enough mount guts to upgrade your legendary, otherwise you're going to miss out on a bunch of total stats. And that's not going to feel good, but soon enough I'll be wearing this thing. I like it a lot. I made a big deal about having a damage skill on your mount when you're trying to progress through the game as a new player, but now that I'm at the end game, that's not that important, and a heal team is going to be perfect. The last order of business on this video is going to be to take a look at my augments, give a little bit of an update since the flag video. Not much has changed, but I do have enough materials that I can roll something, and so let's just take a look and see what the best thing here is. Now, I do plan on replacing Remy T. That's one of the reasons why getting Marmbo is so important. Remy T is only +1, so I'm not going to miss out on a ton of stats or stabling, but I will gain that augment brain effect that Expedition familiars have. And then with Skort, as far as rolling things, I was very lucky. I got an epic chip, so I'm happy about that. But it's looking like the brain augment is going to be the #1 thing for me to get. I've been fairly unlucky getting with chips, but that's everybody in the game. They're very rare. And while it's difficult to get them now, if we fast forward a couple tiers, I'm sure everybody's going to be, or you're going to get what you need, basically. So here we go. Let's go back into the crafting tab, and we're going to go down to augments. I really suggest players go for the epic augments because they are 1/5 of the cost of the legendaries, and the stats are very close. So we want a redirect, and this is not that. This is a good augment for a DPS if you're thinking like PvP, because you're going to hit hard on your first hit, but I've got the SP regen on my healer / DPS familiar, so I'm going to stick with that. And I do have enough materials to reroll this thing once, or I could roll another pump. You know what? you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to re-roll it. We're going to re-roll it once, and ooh, there you go. Redirect. Oh my goodness. That is... The chance of that happening is like 1 in 8, and the chance of that happening while I'm actually recording it is like 1 in a billion. So, oh yeah, that feels good. That's ideally what I need, and my familiars are just about set, at least as far as augments. So it's a good improvement going from the blue skeletal lining up to an epic skeletal lining, so I'm very happy with that. And again, the odds of getting it are pretty slim. In the future, I'll be working on stabling up the new Expedition familiars that I got, but that's going to take time, with the main bottleneck or limiting factor there being the materials. And then as far as augments, over time I want to switch these block augments, which are good, to damage reduction augments, which are even better, and then I will be 100% good to go. There's only one more schematic that I care about on this guy, and that is the Winsler schematic, which comes from the Hallowed Expedition. It's something that I haven't tried farming in the past, so I'm just going to save up all my honor into badges, and then when the Hallowed Expedition comes out, and hopefully they'll give out another free-to-play Super Scroll, something like that, and we will be good to go. So with Bronsie, he's a bait tank. He's got a low amount of stamina. If you want to use him to bait out the attacked weakest attacks, then you can do that with him. He's a little bit more difficult to use because his stamina is so low when you are low level, or when your total stats are low. So Winsler is going to be a lot easier for players to use out of the gate, and so that's why we're trying to pick him up. But I'll talk more about him when Hallowed comes back, and hey, I appreciate you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.